caught rogue movers in the act. Moving from one home to another, of course, it can be an expensive thing to do. Of course, it can be stressful.
But when you throw in this, the company you hired has a history of using dirty and police say illegal tactics to get more of your hard-earned money. Sometimes we're talking thousands more.
We call in Kurtis right now. You're not going to believe what you're going to see here. On camera, we caught this company stealing our stuff.
We couldn't believe it. This company has been operating in our area for the past couple of years, and we've received a number of complaints. We wanted to see firsthand how they operate. So we went undercover to catch them in the act. One team of producers. 2 3-bedroom homes. 2 days gathering goods, junk, and personal belongings. Why?
Some fool old woman like me, that I was a victim that day.
$2,200 worth of boxes. There's no way.
To catch on camera what many customers, even police, believe is a corrupt moving company, one that's victimized people like Sonia Vito of Fairfield.
It did a lot of damage to me.
And Kim Salas of Roseville.
I just feel very frustrated, like I'm stuck.
Both were quoted a price for a move, then forced to pay thousands more to get their belongings off the truck.
You pay now, or we don't unload. That simple as that.
Holding goods hostage is fraudulent and illegal. One of the more notorious operations, San Jose company Better Way to Move. It also went by the name BMS Beacons, though it's not an authorized Beacons agent. They're the same movers which overcharged Kim and Sunyu, and we confronted them about it 2.5 years ago.
We're not out there, we're not pirates, we're not trying to get our customers, for their money.
Now they're operating under the name Stevens Move. They have a similar website redirected from their old one, and the complaints keep coming in. 111 to the BBB in the past 3 years. We wanted to see firsthand how they operate.
Hi there, I am wondering about getting a price on a move.
CBS 13 producer Bree calls Stevens to arrange a move. Minutes later, they quote her a price.
$328, wow, that's pretty good.
1 week later, Stevens' move arrives to our sting at a home in Elk Grove. Inside, Bree poses as the homeowner. Intern Ronnie is there with her. Bree meets with Alex from Stevens' Move, and right from the start, there's suspicion just by looking at their truck.
Oh, are you guys with Beacons?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
We bought this truck on the Beacons, Beacons.
Oh, you're not Beacons?
Yeah, we just bought the truck.
But the contract form Alex uses says United Van Lines. It doesn't show the price quoted over the phone or what's included in the cost. But he requires Bree to sign the blank contract anyway, so that
my guys can start working.
We had already packed all but a few odds and ends. The movers wrapped some things for protection, the TV, the couch, and the fridge in the garage. All they had to do was load it all up, which took less than an hour.
We finished temporary loading over here.
It's a 26-mile drive to our destination, a house in North Highlands, and we're waiting for them. The movers wait outside while Alex goes inside to break the news. He's raising the price of Bree's short move.
So what is my grand total?
Your total is $638.60, but if you pay me cash, it's gonna be $44 less.
And that doubles our initial quote.
So I got charged for the picture box, and I got charged $100 just to cut it up and pack it on there?
Yeah.
Oh, that seems like a lot.
Yeah.
If I can't pay this today, what do you guys do? I mean...
We take your stuff.
And so basically they're gonna hold my stuff hostage?
That's our cue. Alex, I'm Kurtis from CBS 13. We've been keeping an eye on what's going on. When did $328 become $638 for a move? Can you answer that?
Can you close everything?
This is all of our stuff. What are you going to do with it? Is that your MO? You make people sign blank contracts, then you rip them off once you get to their house? A truck loaded with our belongings, and Alex is in no mood to answer our questions. Alex, why won't you talk with me? How are you even operating? You have a license that's been revoked by the state. And what's this logo on the side of the truck? Beacons. You guys aren't Beacons. How could you be using that logo? The truck with that logo and old license plates once belonged to this man.
They're clearly breaking the law.
Gary Wolf is an authorized Beacons agent in Burlingame. He sold that truck to the operators of Stevens Move 3 years ago. As part of the agreement, The buyers were supposed to remove the beacon's logo.
We've had numerous customer complaints, people calling us saying, where's our furniture? It's sad. I mean, we've had people on the phone crying once they find out it's not us and it's not a reputable company. I mean, there's literally people, they've been crying.
Like him, we've tried for 2.5 years to get the California Public Utilities Commission, the moving industry regulator, to help our consumers and help us understand what's going on. We struggle to get calls or emails returned, and we're told no when we asked multiple times for an on-camera interview. With so many victims and this company still operating, we were not going to take no for an answer.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Our producer Sean crashed a commission meeting this month, speaking during time dedicated for public comment.
Considering I can't get anyone to comment on this, this video right here is that video I was telling you about.
Hey, Mr. Clark, would you just talk to the gentleman for a minute or two outside the auditorium here? Sure.
Thank you,
you
sir.
got what you asked for.
It's Richard Clark's job to protect consumers from unscrupulous moving companies. He says he didn't know we were trying to get his agency to speak with us. Clark tells us his office has revoked the licenses of Better Way to Move, BMS Beacons, and Stevens Move. It's also fined them and disconnected their phone numbers. But we told him the company simply changes its name and gets back in business. In fact, we've confirmed nearly 20 different names this company has operated under. Still, Clark insists its enforcement program is effective.
It's very difficult to keep up with folks who engage in that sort of activity, but there are ways to do it. It's very resource intensive.
What are you going to do with our stuff?
It's not your business.
What are you going to do with it?
Not your business.
This is our stuff. It is our business. Clark's division has 8 investigators responsible for the entire state of California. So it begs the question, is it enough to stop movers like these from ripping off consumers?
If it wasn't enough, we'd ask for more.
You got nothing to say? You just going to take off down the road with all of our stuff?
And that's what they did. I followed that truck to a storage place in North Highlands where the movers rented a unit. I called the storage folks today to see if our stuff was still there. They wouldn't tell us. It's been 4 weeks since our sting. We have not heard from the movers, and they will not return our phone calls.
You don't know where the stuff is?
We don't know. I followed it. We saw them go in there. We know our stuff was dropped off there. We saw them drive out. Don't know what happened since.
As infuriating as it is to see this company take your stuff and steal it and not talk to you, the regulators who wouldn't return your phone calls, and you have to crash a meeting to get an answer. Yeah. And that's not what we pay them to do.
Well, we put in a lot of requests. We thought that they owed us an explanation of what was going on with this company and what they're doing to protect consumers, and they repeatedly told us that they could not be available for our on-camera.
That's unacceptable.
So if they can't get consumers, can't get any response from the PUC, then what about criminal charges? Can they file criminal charges?
Well, so far there are no criminal charges against this company. Neither the state nor the San Jose Police Department, which is where the company is based, will confirm if they're investigating, although a detective does tell us that he thinks these movers are part of an organized crime ring.
You know, when crooks get away with crime in front of a TV camera, that is not what America is about. That is very disturbing to see. It was a great report.
It is, and it just leaves the consumer feeling very unprotected.
Indeed it does.
Yeah.
Well, there are things you can do to protect yourself. You know, you should never get an estimate over the phone. They have to see your stuff first, and they must give you a not-to-exceed price, and you should never sign a blank form, which we had to do in order for them to start doing the work. But we posted some things that you could do to protect yourself on Facebook.com/callCurtis.
Great piece. Let's hope something changes in the positive because of this.
Well, we'll keep you posted.
Good man.
Okay, good work. Thanks.
All right, Dave Bender.